नमस्कार, म अम्बिका हाङबाङ अंग्रेजी सिके रेडियो कार्यक्रममा यहाँहरूलाई स्वागत छ। चैत्र 11 गते यता देश लकडाउनमा छ। लकडाउन बिस्तारै खुकुलाउँदैछ। सायद विद्यालय नि खुल्ला अनि कक्षा कोठामै पठन पाठन गर्ने दिन पनि आउला। आज पनि रेडियोको माध्यमबाट शिक्षा दिने उद्देश्यको साथ उपस्थित भइसकेका छौँ, होइन त विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनी हो। अब रेडियो सेट नजिक आउनुहोस् है। यो अंग्रेजी सिके रेडियो कार्यक्रम हरेक दिन यसै समयमा रेडियो तमोर 102 मेगाहर्जमा र रेडियो आठराई 101.2 मेगाहर्जमा सुन्न सक्नुहुनेछ। साथै युट्युब च्यानल सब्स्क्राइब गरेर हेर्न वा सुन्न पनि सक्नुहुनेछ। नोटबुक, कलम, पाठ्यपुस्तक र रेकर्ड गर्न मिल्ने सामग्री तयारी अवस्थामा पक्कै राख्नुभएकै होला, होइन त? यदि छैन भने तयार गर्दै गर्नुहोस् ल। आजको बसाइमा अनिवार्य विषय अन्तर्गत कक्षा 10 को युनिट 10 मा पढाइ हुने योगमायाको जीवनीको अर्को अङ्क लिएर उपस्थित भइसकेका छौँ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू तयार हुनुहुन्छ होइन? आजको प्रस्तुतिका झलकहरू।
The cultural and religious operation of the time.
The cultural and religious operation of the time.
विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनी हो, ढिला नगरी आजको बसाइको उठान गरिहालौँ। प्रस्तुति सहित आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ चेतन भट्टराई। ल त अब कक्षा कोठामै प्रवेश गरौँ, हुन्छ होइन?
Namaste students, are you fine? Okay, it's me Chetan Bhattrai. As usual, today I am here to facilitate you the third episode of a reading text of Unit 10, Compulsory English from Grade 10. It's in page number 107 and 108. The topic is Yogamaya, poet, teacher, insurgent. It's a reading comprehension. Shall I start the text?
Yes, sir.
Okay, look at the topic. Yogamaya, poet, teacher, insurgent. The topic itself reveals the fact that Yogamaya is a poet, a teacher, and an insurgent. अथवा योगमाया एउटा कवि, टिचर र विद्रोही हुन् भन्ने कुरा टपिकबाट स्पष्ट हुन्छ। ओके, लेट्स गो थ्रू द लेसन। Yogamaya had a two-pronged agenda, not just one, explained Manamaya. Her first target was the cultural and religious operation of the time. Her second object was our ruler, the Prime Minister, who, along with his generals, allowed corruption and inequality to prevail. Okay, listen. Manamaya. Do you know Manamaya?
Don't know, sir.
Okay, listen very carefully. Manamaya was a follower of Yogamaya. She explained that. That means Manamaya explained that Yogamaya had two sharp agendas. First was against cultural and religious exploitation, and the second was against the corruption of the rulers. यसको मतलब मनमाया भनेको योगमायाको फलोअर हुन् र उनी यहाँ यसरी व्याख्या गर्छिन् कि योगमायाका दुईटा शार्प एजेन्डाहरू थिए। पहिलो भनेको त्यस समयको सामाजिक र सांस्कृतिक शोषणको विरुद्धमा र दोस्रो चाहिँ त्यस समयका शासकहरूले गरेको भ्रष्टाचारको विरुद्धमा। Okay, listen. The next, look at your book. Our master Shakti Yogamaya showed us how these two evils are intertwined and she feared neither. Okay, this means Yogamaya fearlessly showed her followers that how these two evils means cultural and religious oppression, that's one, and the next, corruption. How these two evils are interconnected. Yogamaya fearlessly showed it to her followers. यसको मतलब योगमायाले निडर भएर यी दुईटा सोशल इभिलहरू, एउटा रिलिजियस एन्ड कल्चरल एक्सप्लोइटेसन र अर्को करप्सन, यी दुईटा सोशल इभिलहरू कसरी एक अर्कामा इन्टरकनेक्टेड छन् अथवा एक अर्कासँग जोडिएका छन् भनेर निडरपूर्वक यी एजेन्डाहरू उनका फलोअरहरूलाई देखाइन् अथवा प्रस्तुत गरिन्. ओके, look at your book. Yogamaya launched a brilliant and a daring political campaign from her base in the hills of East Nepal. Okay, this means Yogamaya started a political campaign against these two evils from her village. योगमायाले यी दुईवटा सोशल एभिल्सको विरुद्धमा आफ्नो पोलिटिकल क्याम्पेन अथवा राजनीतिक अभियान सुरु गरिन्. कहाँबाट सुरु गरिन् भन्दा पूर्वी नेपालको आफू जन्मिएको पहाडको गाउँबाट सुरु गरिन्. ओके, लुक एट योर बुक. इट टुक प्लेस ड्युरिङ द 1930s and ended in 1940 with her death, along with 68 of her followers who one by one followed her into the thundering current of the Arun River. This means the campaign of Yogamaya took place during the decade of 1930s and ended in 1940. अथवा योगमायाको आफ्नो त्यो पोलिटिकल क्याम्पेन कहिले सुरु भयो? 1930 को डिकेडमा सुरु भयो र 1940 मा समाप्त भयो. It was ended when Yogamaya and her 68 followers committed mass suicide into the Arun River. यसको मतलब योगमाया र उनका अरु 68 जना फलोअर्सहरूले अरुण रिभरमा अथवा अरुण नदीमा जब सामूहिक रूपमा जल समाधि लिए अथवा मास सुसाइड, सबैजनाले पानीमा डुबेर आत्महत्या गरे, त्यसपछि उनीहरूको यो अभियान समाप्त भयो. ओके, अगेन लुक एट योर बुक. आफ्टर लिडिङ अ क्याम्पेन फर रिफर्म एन्ड जस्टिस, योगमाया फाइनल्ली confronted the ruler with an ultimatum. If you do not grant us justice, we will die, she declared. यसको अर्थ सुधार र न्यायको लागि नेतृत्व गर्ने क्रममा योगमायाले अन्तिम चेतावनी स्वरूप शासकहरूको सामना गरिन् र उनले भनिन्, यदि तिमीहरू हामीलाई न्याय दिन सक्दैनौ भने हामीहरू मर्नेछौँ. That means they had committed the suicide, informing the rulers of that time. यसको मतलब उनीहरूले लिएको जल समाधि त्यतिखेरका शासकहरूलाई उनीहरूले जानकारी गराएर लिएका थिए. यसको मतलब उनीहरूले शासक वर्गले गरेको अन्याय, अत्याचार र भ्रष्टाचारको विरुद्धमा उनीहरूले जल समाधि लिए. ओके, लुक एट योर बुक. अगेन, Judha Shamsher responded by sending his army to round up the protester. त्यसपछि योगमाया र उनका 68 जना फलोअरहरूले लिएको जल समाधिले गर्दा सरकारको विरुद्ध, त्यतिखेरका शासकहरूको विरुद्ध एउटा प्रोटेस्ट अथवा विरोध सुरु भयो, प्रदर्शन सुरु भयो, जसलाई नियन्त्रणमा लिनका लागि जुद्ध शमशेरले आफ्ना सेनाहरू पठाएका थिए। Okay, again, look at your book. The tragedy that resulted remains a stain on the government. अथवा यो वियोगले सरकारलाई एउटा कालो दाग लगायो। Because the government was unable to stop the mass suicide. That means the rulers of that time were responsible in this mass suicide. If the rulers of that time had moved to end the religious and cultural exploitation and corruption, they wouldn't have taken जल समाधि। यदि त्यतिखेरका शासक वर्गले कल्चरल र रिलिजियस एक्सप्लोइटेसनलाई, त्यसै गरी करप्सन भ्रष्टाचारलाई उनीहरूले कन्ट्रोल गरेका थिए अथवा यी कुराहरूलाई रोकेका थिए भने उनीहरूले योगमाया लगायत उनका 68 जना फलोअरहरूले जल समाधि लिने थिएनन्। त्यसैले यो घटना चाहिँ सरकारका लागि इतिहासमा एउटा दागको रूपमा रहन गयो। Okay, dear students, look at your book. The Nepalese authorities covered up the episode and banned all the mention of her. शासक वर्गहरूले यस घटनालाई लुकाए र योगमायासँग सम्बन्धित सबै कुरामा प्रतिबन्ध लगाए। यस घटनालाई शासक वर्गहरूले किन लुकाउन चाहन्थे भन्दाखेरि योगमाया लगायत उनका 68 जना अनुयायीहरूले गरेको यस जल समाधि सरकारको कमजोरीले भएको थियो अथवा सरकारले कुनै पनि सुधारको कामहरू गरेन। यसै कारणले गर्दाखेरि उनीहरूले जल समाधि लिए। त्यसैले यस घटनाले त्यतिखेरको शासक वर्गहरूलाई दाग लगाउने काम गर्ने भयो। त्यसैले त्यस दागलाई हटाउनका लागि योगमाया सम्बन्धी सम्पूर्ण विवरणलाई ऐतिहासिक रेकर्डबाट हटाउने काम भयो। Dear students, I want you to look at your book again. Okay. Her campaign was thoroughly expunged from the nation's historical record and almost lost to its political consciousness. यसको मतलब योगमायाको राजनीतिक चेतनाको अभियानलाई देशको ऐतिहासिक रेकर्डबाट हटाइयो। We have already discussed about it. But the powerful verses composed by Yogamaya, the Hajur Bani, survived, and there lies the story. योगमायाको राजनीतिक चेतनाको अभियानलाई देशको ऐतिहासिक रेकर्डबाट हटाइए पनि उनको पावरफुल भर्ज अथवा उनको कविता हजुरबाणी चाहिँ जीवितै रहन गयो र हजुरबाणीका केही हरफहरू यहाँ छन्। लेट्स गो थ्रू द भर्ज। आई एम द चाइल्ड इन योर ल्याब, you are the babe in mine. There is nothing between us, nothing at all. Your eyes have tears, just like my own. Okay, this verse talks about the equality. I am the child in your lap. That means the poet compares herself with a child, and further she compares her followers with the babe. This comparison proves that they are innocent. There is nothing between us, nothing at all. Your eyes have tears just like my own. That means these verse talks about the equality. There is no difference in the tear of the poet and the tear of her followers. Okay, look at your book. On the surface, these lines may appear to be politically innocent. They are not. They embody the very principle of equality. They call for parity and mutual respect. They are tender reminder of the sensitivity of all of our common needs, joys and sufferings. अथवा सर्फेसली यो भर्जलाई हेर्ने हो भने के देखिन्छ भन्दाखेरि यी भर्ज पोलिटिकल्ली इनोसेन्ट अथवा राजनीतिक रूपले निर्दोष छन्, तर पनि त्यस्तो होइन, किनभने यसले इक्वालिटीको कुरा उठाइरहेको छ। यी हरफहरू हाम्रा कमन निड्स, जोएज, सफरिङ यी कुराहरूको बारेमा चाहिँ संवेदनशील भएको देखिन्छ। ओके, अगेन लुक एट योर बुक। मनमाया uttered another of Yogamya's verses filled with praise of nature and also love of land or homeland. योगमायाका कविताका यी हरफहरूले आफ्नो मातृभूमिको कसरी प्रशंसा गरेको छ यसको बारेमा पनि एकछिन अध्ययन गरौँ है। ओके, लुक एट योर बुक। Supreme among peaks, this our Himalaya, from where water flows, Arun merges and with Varun flows on to mingle with Irkhua. Okay, these lines of the poem describe the beauty of our homeland. Okay, again, look at your book. These lines hint her political goal to move towards equality. Her effort to challenge the system is opposed by priests, the public, and the government, but still Yogamaya attacks. उनका कविताका हरफहरूमा इक्वालिटी अथवा समानताका भावनाहरू बगेको पाइन्छ। योगमायाले त्यस समयको शासन प्रणालीलाई गरेको चुनौतीको विरोध त्यस समयका पुजारीहरू, पब्लिक र सरकारले पनि विरोध गरे, तर पनि उनले त्यसको विरोध गरि नै रहिन्। ओके, लुक एट योर बुक। द लाइन्स अफ योगमायाज पोएम। भर्च्यू स्टेन बाई ग्रीड। भर्च्यू मिन्स गुड क्वालिटी। गुड क्वालिटी स्टेन बाई ग्रीड। यसको अर्थ हुन्छ ग्रीड अथवा लोभले भर्च्यू अथवा गुड क्वालिटीमाथि चाहिँ दाग लाग्ने काम भयो। जस्टिस अनडन बाई ब्रेव्स। घुसको कारणले गर्दाखेरि जस्टिस अथवा न्याय चाहिँ के भयो, अन्यायमा पर्यो। दो इनोसेन्ट वी लस्ट। हामी निर्दोषहरू हामी गुम्यौँ। दस वी आर ट्वाइस पनिस्ड। त्यसैले हामी त दुईचोटि पनिस्ड भयौँ। ओके, हाउ दे आर ट्वाइस पनिस्ड? द्याट मिन्स वान बाई ग्रीड एन्ड नेक्स्ट by braves. Okay, again, let's go through the text. Look at there. Eventually, Yogamaya's teachings became a comprehensive utopian ideal linked with a non-violent political strategy she devised to bring it about. It began 4 decades before the United Nations sponsored an international convention on women, before the current generation of American feminists was born, and even before Mahatma Gandhi's non-violent Quit India movement, that means a campaign to rid India of British occupation, was underway. But Yogamaya's movement went further because it included a call to end injustice against women and girls. भाइ बहिनीहरू, योगमायाको अहिंसात्मक राजनीतिक रणनीतिले कल्पना गरेको विस्तृत आदर्श उनी समाजमा लागू गर्न चाहन्थिन्। योगमायाको यो अभियान संयुक्त राष्ट्रसङ्घले आयोजना गरेको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय सम्मेलनभन्दा 40 वर्ष अगाडि थियो। अमेरिकाका वर्तमान पुस्ताका नारीवादीहरूको जन्म हुनुभन्दा 40 वर्ष अगाडि थियो र गान्धीले चलाएको भारत छोड अभियान सुरु हुनुभन्दा 40 वर्ष अगाडिको थियो। ओके डियर स्टुडेन्ट्स, प्लिज टर्न अन पेज नम्बर 109 एट द टप। लुक एट देयर। Vocabulary in use. Find the words from the text above that give similar meaning to the following. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, number A. Having two projecting pointed parts?
Two-pronged.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Two-pronged. T-W-O-2-P-R-O-N-G-D, pronged. Okay, number B. Treating people in a cruel and unfair way.
Sir, its meaning is operation. OPPRESSION.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Now, number C. Twist or twine together.
Its meaning is intertwined.
Yes. INTERTWINED, intertwined. Okay, number D. To remove completely or get rid of something.
Its meaning is expunge. EXPUNGE.
Okay, similarly, the next. Number E. Behavior or attitude that show high moral standards.
Virtue. VIRTUE.
Okay, you are absolutely right. Now, the next exercise. Match the following words with their meanings. Okay, number A. Utopian.
Imaginary state in which everything is perfect, idealistic.
Yes. Number B. Ideal. IDEAL, ideal.
Satisfying one's conception of what is perfect, most suitable.
Yes. Now, number C. Ultimatum.
A final demand, the rejection of which will result retaliation or a breakdown in relation.
Okay, similarly, number D. Parity. PARITY. Parity.
The state or condition of being equal, especially as regards status.
Okay, the next, number E. Convention. CONVENTION. Convention.
A large meeting or conference.
Okay, number F. Feminist. FEMINIST. Feminist.
A person who supports or recommends for the rights of women.
Okay, dear students, again, look at page number 109. Reading comprehension. Complete the following sentences with the correct information from the text above. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
The first target of Yogmaya was
The cultural and religious operation of the time.
yes. Now, number B. Yogmaya's political campaign took place during
1930s,
and ended in
1940.
yes. Now, number C. Her poetry carries message of
Parity and mutual respect.
Yogmaya devised ... political strategy.
A non-violent.
Yes, you are right. Yogmaya devised a non-violent political strategy. Now, number E. Her movement went further because it included an appeal to end
Injustice against women and girls.
yes, you are absolutely right. Now, the next. Okay, look at your book at the bottom. Read the text and answer the following questions. Are you ready to answer the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, number A. Who is Yogmaya? And who is Manamaya?
Yogmaya is a poet. teacher and insurgent, and Manmaya is a follower.
Okay, similarly, the next question, number B, what were the two main reasons that made Yogamaya a rebel?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, dear students, listen very carefully. The first, due to the cultural and political operation of her time, and the second, due to the unfair rule of the then Prime Minister, who allowed corruption and inequality to prevail in the country. They were the two main reasons that made Yogamaya a rebel. Okay, similarly, the next question, what was Yogamaya's demand with the government?
Yogamaya demanded with the government to grant them justice.
Okay, similarly, the next, number D, what is the Hajurabani and how is it popular?
The Hajurvani implies the powerful verses composed by Yogamaya. The verses became popular as her teachings became a comprehensive utopian ideal and served as a non-violent strategy against the Rana rule.
Yes, you are right. Why do you think Yogamaya stopped her revolt?
I think Yogamaya stopped her revolt because the rulers did not fulfill her demands, and instead her protests were rounded up by the army.
You are right. Now, number F, how did Yogamaya die?
Yogamaya died by dipping herself into the thundering current of Arun river.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Now, the next, number Z, after Yogamaya's death, what must have been the reaction of the government?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, listen very carefully. After Yogamaya's death, the government must have accused her of madness and must have banned all information about her. Even it must have launched a false campaign to prove that the government was good. Okay, now next question, number H. Yogamaya's preaching was in the form of poetry. What have you understood from the given verses?
From the given verses, I understood that she was fighting for equality and justice.
Yes. Now, last number I. What lesson did you learn from this text?
From this text, I learned the lesson that people revolt against cruelty and injustice. However, the method of revolution can be different.
Okay, you are absolutely right. Now, dear students, please turn on page number 109. Number 2. Look at there. Reading comprehension. Complete the following sentences with the correct information from the text above. From number A to E, it's homework for you. Okay, thank you students. I will come to discuss many more in the next episode. Namaste.
चेतन भट्टराई सरलाई धन्यवाद। कार्यक्रम कस्तो लाग्यो त? आजको बसाइ सिकैमूलक बन्यो होला। कार्यक्रम सुन्दै प्रश्न तथा जिज्ञासा टिप्पण गर्नुभएकै होला, होइन त? प्रश्न तथा जिज्ञासा अंग्रेजी सिका रेडियो कार्यक्रमको फेसबुक पेज @RADIOEDUCATONSPF को इनबक्समा र RADIOPROGRAMSPF@gmail.com मा पठाउन सक्नुहुनेछ। प्रश्न तथा जिज्ञासाको समाधान सहित थप सिकेको लागि भोलिको कार्यक्रममा पुनः भेटिनेछ। पठन पाठनको क्रममा कुनै जिज्ञासा भए निम्न ठेगानामा सम्पर्क गर्न सक्नुहुनेछ। ठेगाना र सम्पर्क टिप्न तयार हुनुहोस् है। ह्युमेन प्र्याक्टिस फाउन्डेसन फुलिङ नगरपालिका 4 ताप्लेजुङ। फोन नम्बर 024 461 047। हवस् त आगामी अङ्कमा पुनः भेट्नुहुनेछ। म अम्बिका आङमुङ बिदा हुन्छु। नमस्ते।